I have done over 275,000 trades, and from all of that I have exactly 482 Pokemon with perfect stats. And over the past few years I have done over 2,000 lucky friend trades. These trades have a 1 in 64 chance of being a hundo. And today I'm gonna show you guys what I got. I put together a list featuring my 50 best trades from the last 7 years, and I'm going to rate them from S to D tier. So let's go! The first one is a shiny Galarian Zapdos. And the fact that this one is a shundo is completely insane. This one goes straight into S tier without a doubt. The next one is Santa Hat Pikachu. If you know me, you know that I love Christmas. I love Santa hats. Ever since the Santa hat has been added to the game, I've always had it on, no matter what time of the year. I love Santa hats, and getting this Pikachu with perfect stats, S tier. Next one is my Shundo Chansey. I love Chansey. Chansey is one of my favorite shinies, and one day I would like to have a team of 6 Shundos. Chansey is a very shiny boosted Pokemon, which makes it very accessible, and for that reason I'm gonna put it in B. Shiny Detective Pikachu. And this is not just a shiny, this is a Shundo Detective Pikachu. This is insane. This used to be the rarest Pikachu in the game, mainly because it was a shiny that was never released. But 2 years ago they released it, they brought it back. I did a couple of trades and I got a Shundo. This is it. I love Pikachu and I love the Detective Pikachu. For me, this is still one of the rarest Pokemon. This is S tier. Shiny Jeju Balloon Pikachu. This has an insane story. I went to Japan 2 years ago. I met this old lady who came up to me. She told me that she had Pikachu and she offered me this Pikachu. We were not friends. We were not lucky friends. So this is technically not a lucky friend trait, but it turned lucky. Unfortunately, it's not a Shundo, but this is definitely on the list of things that I would consider bottle capping, because I love the story, I love the balloon, I love the color. It's insane. It's a male Pikachu. Crazy. I'm not gonna put this one in S tier because it's not a shundo, but I'm gonna put this one in A because I love it. Next one is Moltres. This is not a shiny. This is my first hundo from a lucky friend trade. This was way back in 2019. This was a game changer. After getting this, I just got addicted to lucky trading and I started scheduling lucky friend trades every week because lucky friends back then was very rare. I didn't have as many lucky friends back then as I do have today. So getting a hundo Moltres from a lucky trade was insane. Moltres is also one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm not gonna put this one in S tier because it's not shiny, but it's definitely A tier. The next one is insane. This is a Shundo Suicune. I got this one from a mirror trade. I still needed Suicune as a hundo, so getting a Shundo from a lucky trade was insane. This was my first ever Shundo from a lucky trade. Suicune was also the last hundo I was missing from the Johto region, so this was big hype. I'm gonna put Suicune in A tier. The next one is a shiny Galarian Moltres. I recently got 3 million catches, and in the 3 millionth catch trade, I got this Moltres from Anne. Unfortunately, this is not a shundo. I was hoping it would become a shundo, but this one is nice. I would potentially consider bottle capping this in the future, but as it's not a shundo, I'm gonna put this one in A tier, because I mean, it's a shiny Galarian Moltres, and that's nice. The next one is Snorlax. Snorlax is one of my favorite Pokemon, and getting this one as a shundo is insane. Same like Chansey, I would love to have a team of 6 one day. For now, I only have this one. I'm not gonna put this one in S. I'm also not gonna put this one in A. I'm gonna put this one in B because I feel like it's kinda accessible. It's still accessible. It doesn't have a costume. Who knows? Maybe it will have a community day one day because we had one with Chansey. That would be sick. Insane traits, but B. The next one is very special. This is a Phoenix, Arizona Pikachu. Unfortunately, it's not a shundo, but it is 96, which is pretty nice. The background is insanely rare. I'm gonna put this one in B because it is female. I don't collect female Pikachu. The next one is an old one. This is a Hundo Detective Pikachu from 2019. You can see the difference between 2019 and the recent one. This one does not have an animation. And if you compare it, yeah, it's holding a magnifying glass, that's the animation, but with the one from 2019, it does not have an animation, and that is because it didn't have an animation in 2019. This Pikachu was only available for 7 days, and you only got one encounter every day from your snapshot. So everyone only had 7 Pikachu, and I managed to get this one on my birthday. My birthday is 20th of August. On that day, I lined up a lot of lucky trades, and I got myself the Hundo Detective Pikachu. Very insane. This is not a shiny, but I'm gonna put this one in S tier because not many people have this. This is insanely rare. This is more rare than the one with the animation. The next one is a Shundo Moltres. Moltres is one of my favorite Pokemon, so getting this as a Shundo is insane. And the fact that it also represents the best team makes it even better. This instantly goes to S tier. The next one is Okinawa Balloon Pikachu. I love the colors. I love the red and the yellow balloons. This one is also male, so that's nice. Unfortunately, this is not a Hundo, but I would consider bottle capping this in the future, as this is a Pikachu that was only available for a limited amount of time. I got this one from a trade in Japan from a lucky friend. I'm gonna put this one in A tier as it's not a Shundo. If I would bottle cap this, straight S tier. I love this Pikachu. This is a Hundo Groudon. I stopped trading for regular legendaries. Ever since they added shadow legendary rates, it's just so easy to get a Hundo. You can easily do 30 rates and you get one that you can purify if you're lucky. Compared to trading, it's 1 in 64. I'm gonna put this one in D, mainly because it's not shiny. Latias, same story. Even though this one took me like over 100 trades to get, it's still pretty nice. It can mega evolve just like Groudon, but I'm also gonna put this one in D. It's very accessible. You can still get it. It's not shiny. Hundo Latios. I also believe this one took like 170 trades, but I'm also gonna put this one in D. It's still accessible. The next one is a Shundo Mewtwo. This is insane. It's already max level 50, as you can see. I can't wait for the Mega to be released, and I have a feeling that it's gonna be this year. It will either be during the Go Tour or during the Go Fest. At least that's what I'm thinking. And speaking of Go Fest, this year I'm going to Go Fest in Japan. If you're going to Japan, you might bump into me. But I'm gonna put this Mewtwo in A tier. The next one is the Worlds 22 Pikachu. The cool thing about Worlds is that Worlds is always around my birthday, featuring a Pikachu that is 1 in 64 shiny boosted. Every year, my main goal is to get a Shundo Pikachu caught on my birthday. So far, it has never worked out. It's not a Shundo, so I'm gonna put this one in A tier. The next one is the exact same story. This one is also caught on my birthday. This is the Worlds 2024 costume. This is one of the coolest costumes. It's not a Hundo, but it's a cool costume. This is also A tier. The next one is Uxie. I got this one in, I believe 2020. Okay, I got this one in 2021 and I did a lot of lucky trades for this one. I think this one took me like 130 trades, and the fact that this is a regional was definitely worth a trade. I'm gonna put this one in C tier. This is more special than Groudon Latios because it's a regional, but it's not a Shundo, so I'm gonna put this one in C. The next one is Azelf. This is a Hundo. I believe this one took over 200 trades to get. We used to be able to see this in the decks. I'm not sure why they removed that. I'm gonna put this one next to Uxie. Unknown X. This is the rarest unknown in the game. I believe I traded a Armored Mewtwo for this. Unfortunately, this is not a Shundo. I'm gonna put this one in B or actually C. I don't really care about this unknown. I already have the Hundo. The next one is Pikachu Libre. This is a Hundo. This is insane. Pikachu Libre is one of the rarest Pikachu in the game. You can only get one per season. I got this one from my friend Steph from Switzerland. We did this trade in Berlin a few years ago and it went Hundo. Insane. This is definitely S tier. Shundo Togepi. A friend of mine got this shiny Togepi from an egg while I was on vacation in Mexico. She traded it to me and it became perfect. This is low-key some kind of souvenir from my trip to Mexico, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna put this one in B. Next one is a shiny Lapras. But not just any Lapras. This is the Blanche. I don't know how you call Mystic's leader. Blanche, whatever. Unfortunately, this is not a perfect. This is one of the rarest Pokemon in the game because you can only have one per year and you need to be lucky that it's shiny. This is definitely A tier because it's not a Shundo. If I would bottle cap this, this is straight S tier. The next one is Shundo Tapu Koko. I've honestly been really lucky with the Tapu set. I have all of them with perfect stats. I had one shiny Koko. I mirror traded it and it became Shundo. Personally, I don't really care about this one, so I'm gonna put this one in B. The next one is a Shundo Moltres again. This is my second Shundo Moltres. Unfortunately, it's not maxed because I don't have enough Excel candy to max it. I have too many perfect Moltres. As you can see, I have 7 maxed Moltres. I have 2 Shundo, 1 is maxed. I also got a Dynamax Shundo. I'm also gonna put this one in S tier because I love Moltres and it's a Shundo Legendary. S tier. The next one is this Pikachu. This is a green crown Pikachu. I forgot the name, Malachite or something. It's a Shundo Pikachu, so that's insane. But this is one of my least favorite costumes. I'm gonna put this one in B. Next one is very rare. This is a Halloween Litwick costume, Sableye. Sableye is also, I wouldn't say one of my favorite Pokemon, but I really like the shiny. I like golden shinies and I would love to have a Shundo Sableye one day. I mirror traded this with a friend a couple of years ago and it was floor 12, 12, 12. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. The next one is a shiny Buzzwole. Mandibuzz. This is a Shundo Buzzwole. Shundo Mandibuzz. I don't really care about it. I mean, when I got it, I was still missing the hundo, so that was nice. But I'm gonna put this one in C. Shiny Popstar Pikachu. This one is not a Shundo, but it's a 98. It has 14 attack. I would potentially bottle cap this because I love the Rockstar Pikachu. I love the Popstar Pikachu. I'm gonna put this one in A tier. This is one of the rarest shinies. Shiny Rayquaza is insane. I love the black and the yellow colors. I'm really happy with this one. I'm putting this one in A because I feel like it's not S worthy. It is still accessible. You can still get it. It doesn't have a background. Shiny Ditto is one of my favorite shinies. I love the blue color and I did about 70 lucky trades to get this. And the cool story about this one is that this was a mirror trade and we both got a Shundo Ditto from the same trade. That's insane. The odds for this to happen is like nearly impossible. I'm gonna put this one in B because I feel like Ditto is very common and it's very accessible. Ditto is also 1 in 64, so this is B. The next one is a regional Pikachu. This one is a Bali shirt Pikachu. Unfortunately, this is not a hundo, but it is 15, 15, 12, which is pretty nice. I got this one from a friend who traveled from Australia to Indonesia to play this event, and during Go Fest, I believe it was Madrid, he traded it to me. I love the shirt. This one is A tier. Downhat Pikachu. When I got this one, I was still missing the hundo when I was doing this trade, so getting a Shundo to complete the set was insane. This is not one of my favorite costumes, so I'm gonna put this one in B. The next one is the Indonesian Pikachu. This is also a regional. This was available in remote raids. I believe it has been available twice, so maybe it might come back. For that reason, I'm putting it in B. Alrighty, next one is a shiny Mesprit, and this one is a Shundo. This was the last one that I was missing from the Lake Trio. Mesprit is my own regional, which makes it less valuable, but it is still a hundo legendary. I'm gonna put this one in C, in B. The next one is a Rotom. This is a fan Rotom. I first did a lucky trade with a friend, and after doing that trade, we went back to back lucky. Unfortunately, I already did all of my special trades that day, and the fact that this was from a friend from America that I don't see that often, I just asked like, yo, do you want to do a Rotom? Because we'll be lucky again by the next time we see each other. We mirror traded a Rotom and it turned hundo. That's insane. This is my first hundo Rotom. This one cannot be shiny yet, maybe in future, but I'm gonna put this one in B. It is crazy, but it's not shiny, but I'm really happy with this one. This is a Paris background Zacian. Unfortunately, this is not a hundo. This is the best background with the Eiffel Tower. I'm gonna put this one in A tier because besides the background, this is also a very useful Pokemon. The next one is this Shundo Rockruff. This one is staying as it is. It's a nice dog, it's a nice shiny. It was the last one I needed to complete the set. I'm gonna put this one in B. The next one is Moltres with a background. This is pretty cool. It is 15, 15, 12. Unfortunately, not a Shundo. I would consider bottle capping this, but as this is not a Shundo, I'm gonna put this one in A tier. The next one is a Shundo Cresselia. This one is actually not from a lucky friend trade. This was a Pokemon from 2019 that was guaranteed to become lucky. And I was still missing Cresselia in my decks as a lucky. It obviously turned lucky and it also turned Shundo. I literally just maxed my regular hundo like 1 week before getting this from a trade. So that's exactly the reason why it is not maxed. I don't have the XL candies. This was an oopsie Shundo. And for that, I'm gonna put it in C. The next one is a Bali Balloon Pikachu. Unfortunately, this is not a Shundo, but it's close. It is 14, 14, 14. Would I ever bottle cap this? Definitely. I really love the colors of this balloon. It reminds me of the flag of Belgium. This is going straight into A tier. The next one is insane. This is a Hundo Shedinja hat Bulbasaur. Crazy. This is like one of the rarest costumes in the game. I believe it was only around 1 year during Halloween, and it was only in raids, not in tasks. It was in raids and in eggs, but it was extremely rare. So getting this as a Hundo is insane. This is, without a doubt, this is S tier. The next one is Kyurem. I have yet to fuse this one. I'm not sure if I will fuse it into the white one or the black one, but this is insane. This is a Hundo. I'm gonna put this one in A tier. The next one is this background Eevee from a City Safari event. This one is from Milan. Unfortunately, it's not a Hundo, but this is really insane. Like, would I consider bottle capping this? Hell yeah. This is pretty cool because I've been to Milan. I was not lucky enough to get a shiny, but I was very lucky that a friend of me got a shiny and she traded it to me. Pretty cool. I'm gonna put this one in A tier because it's not a Hundo. If I bottle cap this, this is S tier for sure. The next one is also another shiny Explorer hat Eevee. This one is from Amsterdam. I was not there. I was in Valencia. This is pretty cool. Same like the previous one. If I would bottle cap, this is a straight S tier, but for now it's an A. The next one is quite recently. This is a Hundo Hisuian Lilligant. I believe I got this one like 2 weeks ago. I still needed it as a hundo. Pretty cool. Personally, don't really care about this Pokemon, so I'm gonna put this one in C, but it's a Hundo, so that's nice. This is a shiny Rockstar Pikachu. It's not a Hundo, but it's a very rare shiny. I'm putting this one in A tier. Would I consider bottle capping this? Hell yeah. I love the Rockstar. I don't have the hundo, so that would be really cool, but it's not a Hundo, so A tier. The next one is this Psyduck. I did not expect this one. I was already working on this video, not expecting that I would get another Hundo. I got this one on the 30th of December, which is literally the second to last day of the year. I love Psyduck. I love the swimming band. I love the fact that it's both the same color. This is S tier without a doubt. This is looking good. I'm very satisfied with how it turned out, and I think this looks about right. In 2025, I've set my #1 priority to schedule my lucky friends every single day, no matter what. And it was not easy. It's a lot of work scheduling trades in advance and maintaining connections. And I'm so blessed to live in a city with lots of players because I only trade in person. Last year alone, I've done a total of 646 lucky friend trades and got 10 lucky hundos in total, which is insane. 2025 was definitely my year, and I can't wait to see what I'll get in 2026. This year is gonna be huge. It's the 10th anniversary of Pokémon GO. It's the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and it's the 5th anniversary of my YouTube channel. Huge things are coming. I've seen spoilers of Shiny Armored Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo, and Forever Friends was also recently added to the game. And in fact, I did a lucky trade with Pokemon UK a few days ago. The trade turned out bad, but that's okay. Like, a trade is a trade. Speaking of a trade, I'm about to do one with Galix. He selected 3 Pokemon. Get started. Now I have to pick one of his Pikachu. Oh! He has a shiny. Oh, I did not know he had a shiny. He has a shiny Libre. We're gonna trade shiny Cupchew, but that is insane. I did not know he had that. Okay, so I picked 3 Pokemon. Now he has to accept my offer. Wait for your friend to review and complete the trade. Well, I'm waiting. Wait. I did not get an animation. I don't know what the CP is. No, that was not chill. I did not get an animation. Okay, well, we got the trade. Dude, I was actually hoping to show you guys a trade. Anyways, last year I did 646 lucky friend trades, and now with the addition of remote trading, this year I will do more. So I can't wait for more hundos and more shundos to come. Peace!